Welcome in here, everybody, to the Hutzel Athletic Center as we're getting set for game number 2. Here on the day, it'll be the Saint Francis Cougars taking on the Spring Arbor Cougars. Spring Arbor, they come into this contest on the year. A great year so far for them. 3-4 in conference play, 10-7 overall. Meanwhile, Saint Francis is 3-5 and 10-8 overall. So these teams match up well one another with each other, but we're going to get the prayers, so we'll step away here real quick. And so there you have it, the pregame prayer. So we are going to roll into it here. As I mentioned, Spring Arbor 3-4, 10-7 on the year. St. Francis is 3-5 in conference play and 10-8 on the year. St. Francis, though, is very, very banged up here, missing some of their top scorers in Charlie Yoder, Luke Almendovar, Aaron Etherington. They have quite a few players out tonight, so we'll see how St. Francis is going to look to roll here in this one with only 4 players set to be on the bench here for them tonight. So let's give you the starting lineups here for Spring Arbor. It is going to be the sophomore guard from Valparaiso, Indiana, number 2, and Travis Grayson. It'll be the junior guard from Spring Arbor, Michigan, number 10, and Trey Cottingham. The junior forward from White Lake, Michigan, number 23, Kevin Robertson. The freshman forward from Canton, Michigan, number 24, and Dante Faber. And the sophomore forward from Hudsonville, Michigan, number 33, and Gabe Newhoff. And so for the St. Francis Cougars, it will be the sophomore guard from Salisbury, Indiana, number 2, Brandon Northern. It will be the sophomore forward from New Haven, Indiana, number 3, Joe Reedy. It'll be the junior guard from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 4, and Zane Burke. It'll be the junior guard from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 11, and Dorian Sanders. And the freshman forward from LaGrange, Indiana, number 32, and Isaiah Malone. And so we are set and ready to go here from the University of St. Francis. 20 minutes are on the board. It's our first half of action. And so it will be Malone and a Newhoff set to jump it as we get set to begin our contest. And so it'll be St. Francis in the gray unis with the blue and a black trim. And meanwhile, Spring Arbor in the navy blues with the yellow trim. And Spring Arbor wins the tip here. They'll start it with possession. It'll be the guard and Grayson to have it on that far side. They look to go to Newhoff. Instead, they kick out. 3-ball attempt on the way is no good. And Sanders comes down with the board here for St. Francis. Quickly up the floor. Northern, far side now to Sanders. Dish down low. Malone gives off here now to Burke. With it there in the corner for the Cougars. Sanders now with it at the top of the key. Jumper on the way. It is no good there. Short on the marker. And this one's going to be called out of bounds. So last touch by St. Francis. In possession will go back to Spring Arbor. And so Grayson will have it at the top of the key. Skips it off. Faber looks far side. Newhoff, the dish down low, trying to find Faber. And it was Sanders who stepped up defensively. And Malone takes it away. Burke, now to Reedy with it there on that far side of wing. He'll hand off here to Northern. Back to Reedy with it here now for St. Francis. Up top, Sanders dishes it off. Now here to Zane Burke. The spin from Reedy and travel. Going to be called. Possession will go back to Spring Arbor with 18:41 left to go, still scoreless here in our first half of action. Grayson will move it up ahead on that far side here now for Spring Arbor. Skips far side. Robertson on this near side here now in the corner. They get it back up top here to Grayson. Grayson gets a screen. Looking to drive. Kicks out up top. Cunningham with it. And a foul is going to be called. Check it. They'll call a travel on Cunningham. And possession will go back to St. Francis. And so Northern will bring it up ahead. On this near side now into the hands of Joe Reedy. Off now here to Burke. Far side. Northern with it here for the Cougars. Trying to come back to Burke. It was taken away. Robertson with it and out of bounds. Last touch by him. Possession will go back to St. Francis. And so 17:58 is left here on the clock. And we'll get an inbound here as Northern will move it up ahead here for St. Francis. Hands off to Burke. Sanders on this near side now to Reedy. Northern back with it up top. Burke launches a three. Got it. Zayton Burke hits the triple there for St. Francis. And Burke gets the first points of the night. Dish down low. Newhoff goes up and gets the bucket. Gabe Newhoff, a new 1,000-point scorer here for Spring Arbor just in his sophomore year, folks. That's tremendous on the college level. Northern to Burke here near side. Another three. Got it. Zane Burke hits the triple for St. Francis. Back-to-back triples now here for the junior. Grayson skips off. Robertson looking to drive. Poked away. Out of bounds. Last touched by Spring Arbor. Check it by St. Francis. And possession will stay on this end here with Spring Arbor. So they get it in here to Newhoff with it. Guarded by Reedy. Blocked there by Malone. Inbound here from Cunningham. Get it in. Up top. And they skip it here near side. Grayson with it at the top of the key now here for Spring Arbor. Grayson drives, puts up a jump shot, partially blocked there by Malone, and possession will go back to St. Francis. Northern will have it here for the Cougars. Hands off, Burke up top now here to Sanders. Goes back to Burke. Gets a screen there from Malone. Burke looking to drive, kicks in the corner, Northern three ball, got it. Brandon Northern hits the triple for St. Francis. So 3 straight triples for the Cougars, and they're out now to a 7-point lead. Newhoff now with it here at the top of the key. Far side. Grayson skips here in the corner. Cunningham with it. Skips it up top. Newhoff. Turnaround jump shot there at the buzzer. No good. Shot clock violation will be called. And possession will go back to St. Francis. As I mentioned, the Cougars playing very, very short here tonight. Only 4 dressed players on the bench here for St. Francis. As Joey Pamba, Chase Newton, Jake Cherry, and Zach Hubbard, the 4 on the bench for St. Francis that are dressed in player gear. Everybody else in street clothes. So the banged up squad for St. Francis out to a 9-point lead. Robertson looking to drive. Skips here near side. They get it back to him. Far side now to Grayson. Grayson with it, looking to drive. Poked away. Burke will now move it here for St. Francis. With it on that far side, a wing. He'll push it up ahead. Far side now to Reedy. Reedy gets a screen. Goes back out to Burke. Burke with it, guarded by Newhoff. Burke looking to drive down low. He'll spin. Drops back to Reedy. Reedy throws it off to the Spring Arbor defender. And out of bounds. Possession will stay on this end here with the Cougars. And we will get a media timeout on the floor. St. Francis out to a 9-point lead. We'll step away. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. .47 left to go here in our first half of action. It's a 9-point lead here for St. Francis as they will get an inbound here from Dorian Sanders. Gets it in here to Northern. Northern off to Burke here near side. The 3-ball short on the marker. Reedy came down with it, and a foul is going to be called. It'll be called down low on Spring Arbor. It'll be on Gabe Newhoff. That'll be his first, team's first of the half. As Tyler Dipselaire into the contest here for Spring Arbor, as well as Ty Rixey. And we're going to get a foul called down low on Spring Arbor as Travis Grayson will pick up the foul. It'll be his first, team second of the half. And so Northern will have it now here for St. Francis. With it on that far side. Burke will now have it there in the corner here for the Cougars. Burke drops off. And Malone picks up the foul. As Isaiah Malone will be at the line to shoot 2. First free throw for Malone is up and good. That foul was called on Ty Rixey. It's his first, team's third of the half. Second one for Malone is up and good. And so it'll be Grayson who has it on that far side of wing. Double team brought on that far side to Newhoff. He was able to get it off. They skip here near side. 3-ball top of the key. It is good there for Kevin Robertson. And so possession now with St. Francis. Burke with it up top. Looking to drive on that far side. And we're going to get a foul called on the floor. And it will be on Spring Arbor, number 4, Tyler Dimsablair. That'll be his first, team's 4th of the half. So substitutions into the contest as Joey Bamba and Jake Cherry will come on here for St. Francis as they replace Dorian Sanders and Joe Reedy. And so the inbound will come here from Bamba for the Cougars. Burke now with it. Spins, hangs, blocked, out of bounds. Possession will stay on this end. And so Bamba will inbound here for St. Francis. Off to Malone. Back to Bamba with it on that far side. And clock did not start, so we're at 13:24. As head coach Chad Lacrosse going to try to get some clarification on what exactly is happening. So they'll put 10 seconds on the shot clock with 13:24 left. Inbound here from Bamba. Gets it in up top, now to Northern. With it on that far side, a screen from Malone. 3-ball for Northern is no good. And the board comes down to Newhoff. Grayson with it on that far side of wing. Up top now here to Robertson. On this near side, looking to drive is Rixey. Rixey plays it now up top here to Grayson. Grayson, the floater, blocked there by Malone. And St. Francis will come away now here with possession. As it is Northern with it at the top of the key. Northern looking to drive, stops, kicks up top. Mamba back to Northern. Malone drops off to Bamba. Out of bounds is called on him. And possession will go back to Spring Arbor. Substitutions into the contest here for them as number 10 and Trey Cottingham will come back on, as well as number 24 and Dante Favor. And so it'll be DeSimplair to bring it up on that far side. Cottingham with it. Skips up top. DeSimplair looking down low. And we're going to get a foul called. Jake Cherry will pick up the foul. That's his first. Team's first of the half. Inbound will come here from DeSimplair. So they get it in. Cottingham now on this near side. DeSimplair with it. Skips up top. Top of the key, 3-ball on the way. It is no good. And we're going to get a foul call down low as it'll be on Cherry. That'll be his second, team's second of the half. And so another inbound will come here for Spring Arbor as Joe Reedy will check back into the contest here for St. Francis as he replaces Jake Cherry. Far side, some player with it. He'll skip up top. Robertson looking to drive down low. Goes up, no good there, and that one's knocked out of bounds. Possession will go back to St. Francis with 11:51 left to go here in our first half of action. And so Northern will bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. Screen there from Malone. Northern with it here on this near side. Has Bamba with it in the corner. They go back to Northern. Bamba looking to drive. Reedy off to Northern. Fakes the jump shot, kicks out. Burke blocked there on the 3-ball opportunity. And possession will go back now here to Spring Arbor. Cottingham skips far side. Now they go in the corner there to DeSimplair. It's it off. 3-ball on the way. Rattles in and out there for Rixey. And possession will go back now here to St. Francis. Burke with it on that far side. Up top now here to Northern. Down low. Reedy now with it. looking to post up. He'll go up strong, and Reedy gets the bucket. The St. Clair will now bring it up ahead here for Spring Arbor. On that far side, Robertson skips up top. Looking to drive down low is Rixey. He'll stop, and this one's low. It's on the deck, and a battle for it as Northern and Cottingham will dove on the floor for it. And Northern will pick up the foul. That'll be his first, team's third of the half. And so Dorian Sanders will come back into the contest as he replaces Isaiah Malone. And Gabe Newhoff comes back on here for Spring Arbor. Kick here near side to St. Clair's 3-ball opportunity, no good. And that one's last touched by Reedy. And possession will stay on this end. Here with Spring Arbor. St. Clair on the inbound. Dish down low, nicely done there. The finish is good for Favor. So Northern will have it on that far side here for St. Francis. Bamba now with it here up top. Northern with it, looking to drive down low. He'll dish it in the corner. Burke, 3-ball on the way, no good there. Rattles in and out. And possession comes down now here to Newhoff. Plays it up ahead. Cunningham gives it off now here to Robertson. Dish down low. Newhoff goes up, couldn't get it to go. Reedy comes down with the board. Northern kicks in the corner. Bamba, 3-ball, got it. Joey Bamba hits the triple there for St. Francis. Now out to an 11-point lead with 9:25 left to go. Robertson looking to drive on Burke. He'll put up a floater there. Nicely done on the one touch. And it's Northern with it on that far side. Gets it off now here to Reedy. Reedy spins, hangs, couldn't get it to go. Got his own board, and it was ripped away there by Favor. To St. Clair. Look down low. They dish off. Favor puts it on the deck, goes up and gets the bucket. And so now a 7-point game. Northern with it here on this near side, looking to drive. Kicks far side. Bamba, 3-ball, got it. Joey Bamba with his second triple of the night. Timeout called by St. Francis. We will step away. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live from the Hutzel Athletic Center. 8:33 on the board. 10-point lead here for St. Francis. As Isaiah Malone comes back on here for the Cougars. He replaces Joe Reedy. Aiden Zink, Travis Grayson, and Trey Follis come on here for Spring Arbor with 8:15 left. Foul is called on Malone. That is his first, team's fourth. And so it'll be an inbound here for Cottingham and the Spring Arbor Cougars. Joe Reedy will come back on here for St. Francis as he replaces number 15 in Joey Bamba. Fallis with it. Kicks out on that far side. Zank lives it off. Cottingham, the drive off glass, gets the finish. And so Cottingham gets the bucket. Northern to Burke with it here on this near side. Northern back with it, looking to drive. Goes down low, off glass, no good. And possession will go back now here to Spring Arbor. On this near side, 3 ball on the way, no good there. Board tipped out, and Burke comes away with possession. He'll have it now on that far side of wing. Burke moves it off, now up top here to Northern. Dish down low here to Malone. He'll spin off glass, nice finish there from Isaiah Malone. And so Malone now is 6 on the night here for St. Francis. Corner 3 ball long there. Newhoff comes down with the board and a triple team on him. And a foul is going to be called. It'll be on number 11. And Dorian Sanders, that's his first, team's 5th. And so that is going to send Gabe Newhoff, the sophomore, to the free throw line to shoot. Newhoff, in the last contest, just became the 1,000th career point scorer here for Spring Arbor. Over 1,000 points in 2 games for the Gabe Newhoff. In 2 years, for the sophomore. Now at the line to shoot. One more here for Spring Arbor. St. Burke checks out of the contest for St. Francis as Joey Bamba comes on for him. And shot clock did not run here, so they're going to run it down to 26 seconds on the shot clock here. As we'll wait to inbound. As they will put 7 minutes on the game clock, 26 seconds on the shot clock. Inbound will come here from Sanders. Northern. Far side to Sanders now. Back to Northern. Dish down low here to Reedy. Reedy kicks out up top. Northern now here with it for St. Francis. Looking to drive down low. Triple team on him. Dishes it off. Joe Reedy gets the bucket. Nicely done there by those two. Northern saw an opening. And then came down low to Reedy for the bucket. And the bucket is good there. Nice strength by Robertson. And he hits it. 10-point lead. Northern slips up on the deck. And he gets it off to Malone. Sanders. Far side now to Bamba. Northern back with it here now up top. Got a screen there from Reedy. Northern puts a jumper up from the free throw line and he hits it. Grayson will now have it on that far side here for Spring Arbor. Robertson drops it off. Far side now, Newhoff with it. Guarded by Reedy. And 4 Cougars around him. Malone knocks it away. Northern with it. He'll stop at the 3-point line. Had it poked from behind, but able to maintain it here with 5:28 left to go here in our first half of action. Northern gets a screen. With it now on that far side. He'll take it down low off glass and gets the finish Timeout called by Spring Arbor, a 30-second one. We will step away. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live from the Hutsville Athletic Center, it'll be Spring Arbor with possession as the Cougars of St. Francis ahead by 14. Rixie back in here now for Spring Arbor. Okay, here in the corner, Robertson with the three ball, no good. And Northern comes down with it here for St. Francis. Then here on this near side, and we're going to get a foul called. Check it. They did not restart the shot clock here, so they'll put 24 seconds on it. And we will get an inbound here for St. Francis with 4:55 left to go. Malone with it down low, goes up and gets the N1 opportunity here for the Cougars. With 4:50 left to go. And so Isaiah Malone will now be at the line to shoot one, as Zane Burke will come back on here for St. Francis as he replaces Brandon Northern. Second free throw for Malone, in one opportunity is up and good. Grayson will bring it across the half-court line. Hands off. They skip it. Decent player. We'll get it back now here on this near side. Off to Grayson. He'll back it out. Skips here on this near side. Decent player with it. This ball movement being done here by Spring Arbor as they hand off to Grayson with it now. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Kicks in the corner. Three ball is up and good there for decent player. Sanders up top. Now here to Burke. Far side, Bamba with it. Reedy here on this near side. Skips it off to Bamba. He'll launch a three. No good there. And board comes down here now into the hands of Rixie. Grayson with it here on this near side. Up top. Back to Grayson. And off here to Robertson. In the corner, three ball on the way. No good there. Board comes down here for St. Francis. Sanders to Reedy. Reedy was looking for a pass in the corner. Nobody home. Kind of faked it out there as he goes up top to Malone. Now far side. Burke gets a screen. Looking to drive down low. Burke spins, has it knocked away, and out of bounds. Possession will go back to Spring Arbor. Dante Faber and Gabe Newhoff back on here for Spring Arbor, excuse me. And Isaiah Malone. And Brandon Northern, back on here for St. Francis. Favor up top now here, Newhoff. Dishes it off. They get it here on this near side. Robertson will look down low. Newhoff with it. Double team brought by Malone and Reedy. They skip up top. 3 ball on the way. It's good there for Grayson. Northern, far side now into the hands there of Burke. Back up top here, Northern with it. It's 2:35 left. Northern gets a screen from Malone. Looking to drive, they kick up top now here to Burke. Far side, Northern with it. Dish down low, Malone goes up, partially blocked there, and possession will go back now here to Spring Arbor. Grayson with it here on this near side. The drive down low. Skips up top. 3 ball on the way. No good there. Burke comes down with the board. And Northern will have it here now for St. Francis. They'll move it on this near side. Northern will back it out. Kicks far side. Now here to Reedy. Reedy spins, still stuck at the line. No good there on that one. And possession comes back now here to Spring Arbor. Grayson with it here. Skips on this near side. He'll go back up top. Favor, far side now to Grayson. Robertson looking to drive, uses the strength, and a foul is going to be called. And that'll send Robertson to the free throw line. Foul is going to be called on Zane Burke. That's his first, team 6th of the half. And so Robertson at the line to shoot a pair. First free throw is up and good. Second one is no good. Board tipped out, and possession will go back to St. Francis with 1:24 left off the missed free throw. Burke, far side now to Northern. Northern gets a screen here from Malone. They'll look to drive down low. Northern hangs. Nice finish there. Brandon Northern gets the bucket. And now possession here with Spring Arbor. 1 minute here left to go in our first half of action. Travel is going to be called, and possession will go back. Now here to St. Francis with 56 seconds left to go here in our first half of action. It'll be Northern to move it up ahead. Northern looking to drive, goes up off glass and gets the finish. Grayson now with it here as 30 seconds left to go here on the shot clock. Check it on the game clock, 10 seconds differential between the game clock and the shot clock. As Grayson has it here at the top of the key. Now 10 seconds on the shot clock. Grayson kicks in the corner, 3 ball on the way. Decent player, it's up and good. Northern will have it now here for St. Francis with 8 seconds left. Northern now with 5, gets a screen from Malone. Step back, 3 ball, no good there, but he is fouled. And so Brandon Northern will head to the line to shoot 3 free throws here for St. Francis with 1.2 seconds left. And so Northern will now shoot 3. First free throw is up and good there for Northern. Second one for Northern, rattles in and out. Third one for Northern is up and good there. And so 1 second left. They'll get it in. The second player will launch it from beyond half court. No good. And that is our halftime score. St. Francis with a 38-25 lead on Spring Arbor. You are watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live at the Hustle Athletic Center here at a halftime break. Let's run down the halftime scoring here for you. First, for the Spring Arbor Cougars, they were led by Kevin Robertson with 8, Tyler Decent Player with 6, Dante Favor with 4, Travis Grayson with 3, Trey Cunningham with 2, and Gabe Newhoff with 2 to round out the 25 for Spring Arbor. Meanwhile, for St. Francis, it was Brandon Northern with 13 points, Isaiah Malone with 9, Zane Burke with 6, Joey Bamba with 6, and Joe Reedy with 4 for the Cougars. St. Francis shot 14 of 24 from field goal range, 58.3%, and 5 of 9 from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, Spring Arbor shot 10 of 24 from the field and 4 of 13 from beyond the arc. It was St. Francis winning the rebounding battle by 1 of 13 to 12 as we get set to begin our second half of action. It will be St. Francis basketball here to begin it. And so it'll be Northern just across the way here to inbound for St. Francis as he gets it into Burke, and we are underway here in our second half. Northern with it here on this near side. Look down low here to Burke. Burke looking to body up his defender. He'll go up and gets the bucket. And so Zane Burke with a lay-in there, and St. Francis now out to a 15-point lead. Grayson, dish down low, Newhoff, back to Grayson here on this near side. And out of bounds, possession will stay on this end here with Spring Arbor. So Grayson will have it at the top of the key with 7 on the shot clock. Set off to Robertson here on this near side. He'll put up a shot, and he is fouled as Isaiah Malone will pick up the foul there for St. Francis. And so 19:15 left to go here in our second half, as it will be number 23, Kevin Robertson at the line. That one hits the back end of the iron there on the first free throw. 8 points on the night here for Robertson, the junior forward out of White Lake, Michigan. Second one is up and good. And so it'll be Northern to Burke, back to Northern, and back to Burke. He'll have it now here for St. Francis at the top of the key. Gets it here near side, now to Northern. Northern looking to drive down low, reverse lay-in, nicely done there. Brandon Northern gets the bucket. Pass here on this near side. It's up top here with Grayson. Grayson, the dish down low. Nicely done there on the touch as Newhoff gets the bucket. And so it'll be Northern to bring it up ahead here for St. Francis on that far side. As I mentioned, the Cougars playing without multiple players here tonight. Charlie Yoder, Luke Almendovar, Jackson Gowdy, and Aaron Etherington all out for St. Francis, as well as Garrett Atlarge and Tyson Elware. So they are missing quite a bit of their roster. Only 4 players actually on the bench that could possibly sub in, as Joey Bamba, Zach Hubbard, Chase Newton, and Jake Cherry, the 4 there on the bench for St. Francis. And so Northern will have it on that far side of wing. Burke now with it. Looking to wear his defender down low. Out to Sanders. 3-ball. Got it. Dorian Sanders hits the triple for St. Francis. Dish down low. Newhoff. Nice touch there off the glass. He gets it. And so it'll be Northern. Now to move it up ahead here for St. Francis. On that far side of wing, ahead by 17. Northern dishes down low. Reedy, nice finish there. He gets the bucket. And so St. Francis has proven a statement here tonight. Ahead 29. As I mentioned, all those players out for them. This will be a huge win for them as far as the conference rankings. And a big confidence booster here for the Cougars of St. Francis. As Burke puts a jumper up, couldn't get it to go. And the board comes down to Newhoff. Up ahead now here to Grayson. With it here on this near side of wing. Grayson kicks far side. Robertson, 3-ball in the way, no good. And the board comes down to Malone. He'll give it off now here to Northern. And Northern will move it up ahead here for St. Francis. Now off to Burke. Spring Arbor 3 and 4 in conference play. St. Francis 3 and 5. So this win would be huge along the conference standings. As Malone launches the triple, couldn't get it to spin home there. Hit every part of the rim, but just didn't go down. And so possession back to Spring Arbor, and a foul is going to be called. As it is on Brandon Northern. That's his second. Team's the second of the half. And so Tyler DeSimpler will come on here for Spring Arbor as he replaces number 2 and Travis Grayson. And then Robertson will come out for Spring Arbor as well. And he's replaced by number 15 and Aiden Zink. And so they get it in here up top. Far side, back, jumper on the way. That's a 3-ball, no good. There from Rixey. And Northern will now move it up ahead here for St. Francis. With it here at the top of the key. Northern dishes it off now here to Burke. Burke with it up top. Kicks far side. Sanders, 3-ball on the way. No good there. And the board comes down to Cunningham. He'll now move it up ahead here for Spring Arbor with 15 minutes left to go. 3-ball here on the other side. It's good there for Ty Rixey. And Northern now with it here for St. Francis. Gets around the defender, drives down low. 4 players there, but Malone will jam it home before St. Francis. And Isaiah Malone going to get a technical foul called on him after that jam and the celebration from him as he looked right into the 4 Spring Arbor players under the bench. And so he will pick up the technical foul. And we'll have a timeout here, so we'll step away. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. And at the line to shoot technical free throws there. As that one is hit there by Cunningham. And so it will be an inbound here as my clock just continued to roll here. So we'll get that figured out. My apologies there on that. As we'll match it to 14-30. As 51-34 is our score. On this near side, it's Spring Arbor with possession. They kick it on up top. The three ball, front end of the rim, no good for a decent player. They kick it on this near side. The three ball, no good there as well. And we're going to get a foul called down low. And it will be on Saint Francis as Jake Cherry will pick up the foul. That is his third and the team's fourth. And so it's an inbound coming here from Spring Arbor. They skip it now on that far side. The drive down low, and the bucket is good there for Rixey. Northern will have it here now up top for St. Francis. Sanders, Northern, they go back far side to Burke. Reedy. Three ball from Sanders, no good. Reedy comes with it, and a reverse lay-in is good there for Joe Reedy. As it's up top, that far side, Cunningham leaves it off. They throw that to the three ball. Opportunity is no good. There from Rixey, and out of bounds. Possession will go back now to St. Francis. And so Northern will bring it up ahead. As Reedy down low, couldn't get it to go, and that one's knocked out of bounds. And so it will be an inbound coming here for St. Francis, as Isaiah Malone will come back on. And inbound from Bamba, gets it in here to Burke. Out here on this near side, Bamba's three ball, no good. And board comes down now to decent player who will have it here for Spring Arbor. Far side, Grayson with it. Up top, the drive from Zank. And he'll kick it on that far side. Rixey leaves it off. And we're going to get an offensive foul called down low on Spring Arbor as number 20. Dante Faber picks up the foul there for Spring Arbor. And so possession will be with the Cougars. Malone spins, and offensive foul is going to be called on Isaiah Malone. And no explanation from the official as Malone picks up his fourth foul. And so he will check out, and Joe Reedy will come on here for him. As that official is not giving any explanation whatsoever on what that call was to head coach Chad Lacrosse for the St. Francis Cougars. So we will play on as the three ball hit at the top of the key there from Grayson. And so it'll be possession now here with St. Francis as Northern to Burke, back to Northern. Gets it down low to Reedy. Northern back with it now at the top of the key. Reedy kicks out. Three ball in the way. It's good there from Brandon Northern. And so possession now with Spring Arbor on that far side of wing. Dish here on this near side. Rixie, they play it. Back up top. Grayson, 3-ball, got it. Grayson hits the triple there, and it will be St. Francis now with possession. Burke up top. Northern back with it at the top of the key. Northern going to take it down low. He'll kick off to Burke. Northern dishes down low to Reedy. Reedy goes up, and we're going to get a foul called. Dante Favor picks up the foul. That's his third. And so an inbound here for St. Francis, as it is a 14-point lead here for the Cougars. Bamba inbounds here, Northern. We'll go back up top now here to him. Far side to Bamba. Northern launches a three, got it. Brandon Northern hits the triple there for St. Francis. With 10:50 left to go, it will be Spring Arbor with possession now as they go far side to Grayson. He'll kick off now here up top. On this near side, Grayson launches a three and he hits it. Grayson has been very, very good from beyond the arc here tonight. 4 for 4 from three land. And Northern now with it here for St. Francis. The dish off, couldn't get it to go. And possession will go back now here to Spring Arbor. The drive, no good there. And board comes away. It's on this near side. And Northern now with it here for the Cougars. He'll move it to the top of the key. Northern moves it here to this near side. Now far side to Bamba. Reedy now with it, 9:50 left. The drive down low. Northern goes up and gets the finish. And a timeout is called. Brandon Northern having himself a game. 9:43 left. It is a 61-45 lead for St. Francis. You are watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live from the Hutzel Athletic Center, as it will be an inbound here, and Spring Arbor will have possession as Grayson bringing across the half-court line. Hand off on that far side. Grayson with it. Gonna drive down low. Kicks in the corner to St. Clair. Back far side. Favor. Back up top. Now to Grayson with it here. 9:18 left to go. The drive down low. Foul is gonna be called. As it will be on Bamba. That's his first, team's sixth. And these officials are not doing the Cougars any favor here. Already playing with a limited bench and multiple players with 2 and 3 fouls, as that free throw is hit there by Favor. Check it, Robertson. And so he'll have a shot at one more here for Spring Arbor. Second one is up and good. Northern looking on that far side for Bamba. That one escapes out of bounds. And 9:07 left to go. Dish down low. New off, leaves it off up top. They skip far side. Decent player looking to drive out to Grayson now with it. He'll dish down low, going up strong, and we're going to get a foul called on the Cougars. And so the team's seventh foul. As Jake Cherry picks up his fourth foul. And so Spring Arbor is now into the bonus, as Saint Francis bigs are in a lot of foul trouble down low, as Joe Reedy is the only one without a foul for their big Y's. Isaiah Malone and Jake Cherry both with 4 fouls here for Saint Francis. And Reedy already rolling a little bit of the 4 position here tonight due to the limited abilities of their players on the floor. And so that is going to do the Bigs no favor, as it has been Malone and Cherry rotating at the 5 position here all night, and both with 4 fouls. Northern will now have it here for St. Francis, as 8:25 left to go. Burke gets it, goes up, and gets the bucket. And so Grayson will now have it here for Spring Arbor on this near side of wing. Gets it back. 3 ball on the way. It is no good. His first missed 3 of the night. And a foul is going to be called down low once again on St. Francis. And Jake Cherry fouls out of the contest here for St. Francis. And so Jake Cherry will have to take a seat here for the Cougars. And head coach Chad Lacrosse showing a little gamesmanship here for St. Francis, just waiting to put a player into the contest. And so they will finally put in Dorian Sanders here. And so Jake Cherry fouls out for the Cougars. And so Isaiah Malone, the only player that's been in the game, left here for St. Francis on the bench with 4 fouls as well. So we'll see what exactly the Cougars do, as they're going to have to move a little bit of a small game here. And they're going to run a lot of guards and forwards here, as Reedy, the biggest player on the floor, so they're going to maybe have to use him as a 5, but Isaiah Malone with 4 fouls. So I don't know if he'll come back off, as Burke has it here now for St. Francis. And man, double duties are catching up to me tonight. as I did not start the clock or stop the clock. And so we will reset it and match it up with a game clock as we are at 8 minutes left to go. And it'll be Burke to the free throw line as he hits there on the first free throw. Ty Rixey will come on here for Spring Arbor as he replaces number 24. And Dante Favor, and Burke hits that second free throw. Dish down low. Do off with it here on this near side of wing. Splits through the defenders. Nicely done there. He gets the bucket. And so it'll be Northern to bring it up ahead here for the Cougars. With it here on this near side of wing. And so he misses that. And Grayson will have it on that far side of wing. The drive down low, goes up and gets the bucket. And so now an 11-point game. Northern will bring it up across the half-court line here for Saint Francis. On this near side, Reedy with it. Drives baseline, skips far side. Bamba, jumper, got it. Big jumper there for Joey Bamba. And so now 6:50 left. It's possession with Spring Arbor. They'll skip it up top. Now here on this near side of wing. Looking to drive is Robertson. He'll go up and couldn't get it to go. Possession comes down here for St. Francis. Northern. Move it on that far side of wing. Dish down low. Burke goes up and gets the bucket. And one opportunity coming for Zane Burke. Foul's called on Robertson. That's his second, team's fourth. And so Zane Burke will shoot one. Robertson will check out. The sim player will come on here for him. And it will be Burke at the line to shoot one here for the Cougars. His free throw is up and good there. And so 70-54 is our score. As Spring Arbor are going to let this one roll up the floor. And they'll have it now at the top of the key. Move it there far side now in the corner. And kicked out of bounds. Possession will stay on this end. Here with Spring Arbor. 6:17 left to go here in our second half of action. And the clock did not start. And so they will match up game clock and the shot clock here as they put 6:12 on the game clock. And so they get it in here now on this near side. It's Rixey with it. They swing it all the way back far side. Cottingham up top. Now on this near side here to DeSimpler. Three ball at the top of the key is no good there. This one's going to roll out of bounds in possession. We'll go back now here to St. Francis. And now they're going to reset the game clock here once again. And the game clock is back at 3 minutes now on the board. So now they'll put 5:53 on it. And so we will get an inbound here for St. Francis as Northern will bring this one up ahead here for the Cougars. So he gets it across the half-court line. With it here now on this near side. Northern gets it off here to Burke. Burke with it here now. He'll launch up a shot. Got it. Zane Burke hits the bucket there for St. Francis. Kick here near side. 3 ball on the way. It is good there on the other end. Rixey gets the triple. And so it'll be Northern now to move it up here for St. Francis. With it here on this near side of the wing. Northern dishes off now here to Burke. With it here now. Burke's going to look to take him instead. The cut. Sanders goes up and gets the finish. Nice back cut down low there for Sanders. And he gets the bucket. Dish down low. Double team brought. Triple team brought. Every single St. Francis player was down there on the end. And so Northern will now move it up ahead. Far side now to Burke. With it here for St. Francis. Hand off to Bamba. Northern back to Bamba on that far side of wing. Burke now here with it for the Cougars. Burke with it. 9 seconds. Kicks up top. Free ball from Northern's no good. Gets his own board. Dishes off. Sanders gets the bucket. And Dorian Sanders gets the bucket. Timeout called here by Spring Arbor with 4:05 left. We will step away. Are watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live from the Hutzel Athletic Center. We will get an inbound here from Spring Arbor. 4:05 left to go here in our second half of action. As they get an inbound on that far side, they'll skip it here near side of Rixey. Look down low. They'll go look back to him. Sanders comes away with it. Defender goes by him and dams it home. Dorian Sanders with the bucket. 3 straight buckets for him. And possession, and now with Spring Arbor on that far side of wing. Looking to drive down low is Rixey. He'll get it off. Newhoff goes up, and a foul is going to be called. With 3:38 left, Joe Reedy will pick up the foul. That'll be his first and the team's 9th of the quarter. And so Joe Reedy, the only St. Francis player without a foul before that call. And he finally picks up one. So now every St. Francis player in the roster here tonight with a foul. As that first free throw there from Newhoff is missed. And so 10 points on the night here for him. And he'll be at the line for one more with 3:38 left to go. Second free throws off the back end of the rim, no good. And so Burke will get it off now here to Northern. And he'll move it up the floor here to Bamba. Burke now with it. Northern up top now here for St. Francis. 3:24 left to go here in our second half of action. Northern dishes it off to Burke. Northern back with it, far side. Sanders, the three ball, no good there. And out of bounds, last touched by Spring Arbor. Possession will stay on this end here with St. Francis as Dorian Sanders doing a tremendous job finding openings. 9 points on the night here for him. As Newhoff will check off. And Isaiah Malone will come on. He has 4 fouls. Joe Reedy will check out here for him with 78-57 lead here for the Cougars. As Sanders set to inbound here for St. Francis. Gets it in here to Burke. Burke looking to wear down his defender. Goes up and couldn't get that to go. Malone got a piece of it. And we're going to stay here on this end with St. Francis. 3 minutes left to go here in our second half of action. It'll now be an inbound underneath here once again for Sanders and the Cougars. So he gets it in. Bamba jumper, got it. Joey Bamba hits the jumper there for St. Francis, 80-57. Now our score. Decent player launches a three. Couldn't get it to go. Board comes down on that far side. They get it here near side now to Grayson. Looking to go baseline here, guarded by Northern. On this near side, triple on the way. Couldn't spin it home. And Sanders comes down with it here for St. Francis. Northern will now move it up ahead here for the Cougars. Cross court, Burke goes up and draws the contact and gets the bucket. And Grayson skips up top on that far side. Looking for the dish down low. We'll get a foul called. And it will be on number 2, Brandon Northern. And that'll be Northern's third. The team's 10th of the second half. And so that is going to send number 23 and Kevin Robertson back to the charity stripe here for Spring Arbor. As his first free throw is up and good. So substitutions into the contest. Number 21 and Zach Hubbard will come on. Chase Newton will come on as well as Brandon Northern and Zane Burke both take a seat. Brandon Northern finishes the night with 23 and Zane Burke with a 19 for St. Francis. And so St. Francis with a short bench doing a tremendous job here as another substitution for Spring Arbor as they'll clear the bench as well. And so an 82-59 lead here for St. Francis. And the Cougars are looking to roll into a victory here now as it is Newton with it on that far side, and we didn't start the clock again. And so we'll run it down one more time. So we'll get an inbound here from Sanders for St. Francis. But before that, substitution as number 22. And Jacob Boulay will come on here for Spring Arbor. And they finally do get the clock right. And so it is St. Francis with possession. As it's far side now to Sanders. Skips here near side. Hubbard with it in the corner down low to Malone. He'll go up and couldn't get it to go on the jam. And possession will go back now here for Spring Arbor. The other way. That's Manhat with it. Gets it in the corner. Paulus, check it. Paulus with it now. On this near side, Manhart with it. Rixey leaves it off up top. Now here to Boulay. Boulay will launch a three ball. Got it. Boulay hits the triple there for Spring Arbor. And now a 20-point lead here for St. Francis with 1:27 left. It'd be Newton to have it on that far side, a wing here for the Cougars. Off to Bamba with it here near side. Up top, Hubbards gets a screen from Malone. He'll dish it down low to him, and a foul is going to be called. Foul's called on Boulay. That's his first. So substitution as Landon Goss will come into the contest here for Spring Arbor. The sophomore out of Winona Lakes. Indiana will come in, and he will replace number 21, and Ty Rixey. Off the inbound, far side, Hubbard drives baseline and gets the bucket. And so Hubbard with the bucket, 1 minute left to go here in our second. 22-point lead here for St. Francis. Cougars are looking to improve to 4-5 in conference play, and they'll move to 11-8 overall. Meanwhile, Spring Arbor will fall to 3-5 and 10-8 overall. As it's Newton with it. Crossover, kick here near side. Sanders, three ball, got it. Dorian Sanders hits the triple, and the bench players showing off here for St. Francis. 87-62, our score. Three ball on this near side, no good. And Newton comes down with it. And the Cougars are going to look to dribble this one out and pick up the victory and improve to 11-8 on the season. And 4-5 in conference play. And so the clock will continue to roll, and that will be our final. So St. Francis wins it 87-62. The Cougars improve to 11-8 and 4-5 in conference play. Meanwhile, Spring Arbor falls to 3-5 and 10-8 overall. Running down the scoring here for you, it was Brandon Northern who led the way for St. Francis, 23 on the night. Zane Burke with 19, Torian Sanders with 12, Isaiah Malone with 11, Joe Reedy with 10, Joey Bamba with 10, and Zach Hubbard with 2. So St. Francis with 6 players in double figures here tonight. Meanwhile, for Spring Arbor, it was Travis Grayson with 14, Kevin Robertson with 13, Gabe Newhoff with 10, Ty Rixey with 8, Tyler Decent-Player with 6, Dante Favor and Trey Cunningham both with 5 apiece. Jacob Boulay with 3 there for Spring Arbor. Looking at the team statistics, St. Francis shot 35 of 57 from the field. That's good for a 61.4% and a 9 of 20 from beyond the arc, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Meanwhile, for Spring Arbor, they shot 21 of 50, 42%, 10 of 30 from beyond the arc, and a 10 of 18 from the charity stripe. Rebounding battle, it was won by St. Francis, a huge margin where they won it 33-21, and the turnovers were 4 for St. Francis and 8 for Spring Arbor. Next up here for the St. Francis Cougars, they will take on, I believe it's Taylor University next Saturday, and then that is the case, a doubleheader here next Saturday as well. Meanwhile, for Spring Arbor, their next contest will take place next Saturday as well, where they will take on Mount Vernon Nazarene University at home, a part of a doubleheader as well. So until next time, you have been watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network.